If you ever wanted a soft brown smoky eye that wasn't harsh, then this is it. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Or if you're new here, hello, welcome. Today we're going to be doing this very soft brown smoky eye that you can wear pretty much every day. And honestly, I was looking at this and you can definitely turn this into a night out look. So I'm super excited to show you guys exactly how I created this look. And if you want to go ahead and recreate this look with me, then just keep on watching. Before we go ahead and get started with the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you guys haven't done so yet. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Bye. Let's take a moment for all of this volume because your girl is not used to having all this volume. I've been using the overnight blowout rods and I'm clearly obsessed. I feel like I belong in a movie or something. Let's go ahead and start getting ready. I'm going to go off camera to do my eyebrows because these babies are still not done. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that first and then I'll be right back and then we can go ahead and get started with the rest of the face. These days, my skin has been feeling so dry lately, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Frankie Rose Hydro Plus Primer. This is a very hydrating primer, as I've mentioned in every single one of my videos. I am a dry skin girl, so hydrating before applying any makeup or even using hydrating primers is literally key to my makeup routine, or else my makeup just doesn't look good whatsoever. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this all over. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned on YouTube, but I am from the Chicagoland area. And this weekend we are expected to go through a snowstorm. And I kid you not, ever since the week started, actually like week starting, it has been freaking cold out here. I kid you not. I wear leggings under my jeans and then a shirt under my shirt and then a sweater under my jacket because I cannot do this cold. It's a little too cold for me. And I'm trying to bundle up as much as I can because I am the type of person that gets sick immediately. For foundation, I'll be using this Morphe Light Form foundation. It's also a hydrating foundation, therefore it's not drying whatsoever on the skin. My shade on this foundation, it is medium 08 neutral, and this is probably the closest shade that I have to my skin tone at this moment, and it's what I've been using pretty much every single day, whether I'm doing like a full coverage or just like an everyday glam. It's what I've been gravitating towards. For concealer, we'll be going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Snow. I know I've mentioned that I don't know whether or not I like this concealer, but I have been using it pretty often lately and I think it's growing on me. Something that I've mentioned before is the fact that I like to use a dry beauty blender to blend out my concealer. And that is exactly what I am going to do. This beauty blender is completely clean. It's the first time I use it with dry products. And honestly, truth be told, I feel like it works a little bit better once you've used it maybe like twice, because I don't know why actually. Something that I also do as I'm blending out my concealer is bring it into my eyelid, and I just very lightly do that. I don't apply any extra product. It's just whatever the beauty blender has. I just go ahead and bring it up there. I'm kind of in the mood of using Patrick Ta today, so for bronzer, I'm going to be using the She Sculpted Dual Bronzer. It's where you have the powder and then the cream one. We're obviously going to start off with the cream, and then once we powder everything up, that's when we're going to go in with the powder one. And as I mentioned, I'm in a Patrick Ta mood, so I'm also using his, what brush is this? 4 Contour 2 brush. And using the smaller side, I am just going to slightly start building up the product. And I think that is good enough. I think that this bronzer is my shade for winter because during summertime I feel like you can barely see it. And I try to build it up as much as I can, but it's still a little light. But I think right now it's kind of giving. The reason why I keep looking over here is because this is where I have like my, what is it? My monitor, and then up here I have my mirror. So you guys see me looking low and then high. It's because of that, so don't mind me. We're obviously going to have to contour a little bit of our forehead. Of course, for blush, we'll be going in with the Patrick Ta Duo Blush, and this one's in the shade She's That Girl. Once again, going in with the cream side. I have been obsessed with this shade, and it's honestly the blush that I've been using every day, and I try to switch it up because I'm like, girl, you need to do a little something different. And I just find myself going back to it and just mixing it with other blushes because it's just so pretty. It's so pink and girly, and it's perfect. Before setting my under eyes, I do like to go back in with my beauty blender and then just not applying any extra product, but just using whatever is on there, just blending everything out. That way there's no harsh transition lines from the concealer to the blush to the bronzer, etc. So for under my eyes today, I'll be using the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfaction powder. This one's in the shade Light Pink. I haven't been using it, but I do really like a pink powder. So let's go ahead and try this one. This one, again, it's one that I use whenever I am mixing. So I want to go ahead and try it. I want to try it just on its own. Of course, I'm just using a plain beauty, what is this, Beauty Puff? Powder puff. So I'm just going to apply this very lightly. I'm not really going to build this up. If anything, I'm just really pressing it into my skin and letting it set as we're applying it. Now that we have our entire face set, we're going to be going in back with the Patrick Ta She Sculpted Bronzer. And of course, using the powder side, we're just going to go back over where we initially applied that cream bronzer. And I'm still using the Patrick Ta for Contour number 2 brush and just very lightly building up the bronzer. Pretty much you want to just go over where you went in with the cream bronzer. So that is your cheeks, your forehead, and a little bit on my nose for a little bit of a nose contour. And you guys guessed it, going back in with the Patrick Ta She's That Girl blush. We're going to be using the powder side. Honestly, we are going to just dab this in because this powder is insanely pigmented. So as you guys can tell, I'm literally just dabbing it in, and I do feel like on this side I applied a little bit too much. I also do like to apply a little bit of the blush onto my nose. Why? I don't know. It's something that I've been doing, and I feel like it just ties everything together. There are some people that like it, there are some people that don't, but it's something that I like, so I'm gonna continue to do it. Moving into the eyes, as I mentioned, I'm in a Patrick Ta mood. So I'm going to be using this little palette in the shade Medium, and going in with this shadow right here, I am going to use that shadow as a transition, and then just very lightly and gradually start building it up and focusing it more on my crease and on my outer V corner. I'm actually thinking about doing a soft brown smoky eye. So using that same initial shadow, I'm going to go ahead and bring this in more so into like my inner corner of my eyelid. So going in from the outer corner, we're going to drag it into the crease, and then once we're here at the crease, that's when you want to start bringing it into the inner corner as well. I'm now going to be using a mix of these two shadows in a smaller, more definer brush. And with this shadow, we're just going to focus on the outer V and inner corner of her eyelid. And then once we have the pigment there, that's when you want to blend it in together. Now with a much smaller brush, I'm going to just be using this shadow right here. And then with this one, we're just literally going to dab on our outer corner dab in her inner corner. And then just really blend it out from there. We're not really going to drag it into the crease, but if anything, we just want to focus it where we applied it at. And then now just using a shimmery brown eyeshadow, we're just going to mainly focus that shadow in the center of her eyelid. I am just using this regular flat brush. I'm going to try to build it up as much as I can to kind of like get the look that I want and I'm going for. I went ahead and, I don't know if you guys can tell, but very lightly, I did kind of line my lash line, and I just used a darker brown shadow, nothing too crazy, and then applied mascara. And for lashes, I'm going to be using these lashes. These are some lashes that I actually have in my makeup kit for whenever I freelance, but they're just so freaking pretty. They are a half lash. I don't know if you guys can tell, but they're just a half lash. I'm going to go ahead and apply these. Once I have my lashes applied, I do like to go over them with mascara. Spare me, please. I feel like you just get a much better blend, and not only that, but they're able to be emphasized a little bit more. What am I doing? Hold on. Initially, I wasn't planning on it, but looks like I am going to be going in back with these 3 shadows. And I'm just going to go ahead and line my lower lash line just to kind of blend everything in together. To wrap everything up, we pretty much just need our lips. I'm going to be using this MAC lip liner in the shade Plum. I thought I lost this lip liner and I was really sad, but I found it in my car and I'm excited to have it back in my hands. So I'm just going to lightly line my lips. For lipstick, I'll be using this MAC Creme de Nude lipstick. Once again, it's also one of my favorite lipsticks, and I'm just obsessed with this lip combo. That completes this brown smoky eye, and I love it. I feel like it's giving something, but it's not giving something too extra that you can still wear pretty much every day. And if needed, if you have a date later on, or if you are going out later on at night, you can quickly turn this look into a night look by just deepening up the eyes a little bit more. And I love it. I'm obsessed with the look of it. I think I really like the pairing of this lip combo. I have never done it with a look like this because I always felt like this lip was a little bit more pinky, that it would go a little bit more better with something that matched the lips a little bit more, but I'm kind of loving the contrast that it's giving. I love it. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments if you guys have any video recommendations for any upcoming videos, and also don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys haven't done so yet, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.